go ahead and say it. Like, I'm in a relationship now. Mm-hmm. Like, I've kept this one under wraps, like close to my heart, and haven't been as vocal about it. And I constantly apologize. And he's like, stop saying you're sorry.
And I think that's like a big step that my counselor was telling me to like stop apologizing. Cause I used to say I'm sorry all the time. And I still catch myself doing it, but I'm not near as bad.
So you don't know this, and Brylan made me swear not to tell you. He probably told you. Girl, they got into an all-out brawl in the front yard.
Who did?
Welcome to the Got Her Back podcast.
Hi. It's Got Her Back Monday.
Whoop, whoop. Love a Monday.
Do you love a Monday as much as I do?
I do. Good to see you, boo.
Yes. And you know, I have been thinking about this topic because you just moved.
Yes.
And where were we? Oh, we were at Slick City. Mm-hmm. You don't know I'm going to bring this up. So we were at Slick City, and we were sitting there, and we're talking about how you can't ask for any help because you just did this big move. You weren't asking for any help, like, at all. Like, even though you have people that will help you.
Yes.
Why is that?
I think it's just a lot of it stems from my childhood. Like, it's just an independence thing. So when you lose parents at a young age, part of that is just, I was grocery shopping at 11, cleaning house at 11, mowing the lawn at 11, unpacking a house at 11. Me and my sister did, 15 and 11 when our mom died, and raised by a single dad, you grow up a lot faster. So I was like light years ahead of my friends, like knowing how to balance a checkbook and all the things. Now that helped me a lot in my career because of the independence, but it's really hard, especially like in a relationship. It can be difficult because.
And I think you and I have that in common too. Not that I've never lost a parent, so that wouldn't be it. It was just my mom worked like 2 or 3 jobs at a time, and so I would have to take care of my younger sister, like make sure they were, got ready for school and home, and like cleaned and cooked and like did all the thing. I was like Fiona on Shameless. That's how I would like define myself.
Okay,
like
Fiona.
There was more like there was certain mornings when like we all needed to go to school and I couldn't get my dad up, and so I would like steal their car and get everybody to school and park off campus and then like get them and bring back, and we would come back and they wouldn't even know we left.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So just like we were just always like in this hyper vigilant like mode of like, how are we going to figure this out?
Survive.
You know what I mean?
It's like survival
mode.
Was
for me, it was like survival mode, all the time. And I remember being in that mode and like my whole life, I think I recognized it years ago because I just experienced such burnout. Finally, I burned myself out and was like, I'm tired. What I mean?
I don't know how to receive well. And so I don't, go ahead and say it. Like, I'm in a relationship now. Like, I've kept this one under wraps, like close to my heart, and haven't been as vocal about it. And he is amazing in that category. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been taken care of ever in my life, like how I'm being taken care of now in a relationship. He gets so angry with me because, like during the move, here he was.
Well, that's what I was saying. I wasn't going to bust you out, but he was like, I was trying to tell her, Carrie, I was trying to tell her I can hang TVs. I can do this. I can do that. Why does she have all these people doing it, like when I can like actually help and do these things? It's like he was like wanting to do the things for you, and it's like that wasn't it is always a hurdle that Gabriel and I are going through because he is such a let me do it, let me help you, let me and it's something that I'm having to learn because I've never had anybody step up and do things for me and actually like be a partner with me and be like, hey, I see that. Let me help you and let me take that load off of you. You know what I mean? And you're like, I just always think it's coming with like a price or something, or like, what do you want from that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like I don't.
What's attached to this?
Yeah, like I always see it as like an attachment almost. Like, for what?
Well, I just look at it. I don't think I look at it as an attachment. I look at it more as like, okay, I can do it myself. You know, like, let me just do it. Like, I can do it.
And I almost see it as like a burden to people.
Exactly.
So I like feel like I'm going to burden him by saying like, oh, and it's like small, it can be small things. Like it could be like, hey, don't think I'm going to make it in time to take Maddie to cheer. Do you mind? And he's like, what? Why would I mind? Like, why do you keep saying, do I mind? Like, of course I don't mind. Like, why would I mind? Just let me do it. Like, just tell me.
And I constantly apologize. And he's like, stop saying you're sorry.
And I think that's like a big step that my counselor was telling me to like stop apologizing. Cause I used to say I'm sorry all the time. And I still catch myself doing it, but I'm not near as bad. And it actually annoys me when people do it too much. Like I used to do it. When people do that, I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, you know, but I used to do that all the time. And that was like a big one that I had to work on. Not accepting compliments. That's a big one. Not accepting compliments, saying I'm sorry too much, not asking for help, you know, what the heck?
I know. And that move. So what happened was Courtney called and got some quotes, and I think they looked up at the address of my new house. They looked where they were coming to get the stuff, and I think
that's what people do.
Yeah,
like
and they
overquote you.
They told me I wasn't even taking half of my stuff because I bought new furniture. They quoted me $16,000 to $24,000.
Yeah,
no less than, but no more than. And I called him and I said, babe, like, they are wanting to charge us money.
Like, absolutely
he
not.
Was
that
like,
is
no,
stupid.
absolutely not. He was, I'm going to call my best friend, and he came out of Arkansas. He called his brother, and then Brylan helped us, and then all of Brylan's friends, and
shout out Brylan.
There you go. And so then it was like the old guys versus the young guys. I mean, it was a mess, girl. So then I'm like, you wonder why I don't want to help? I'm just do it myself. And so
I'm calling Carrie
after like 6 days of like working 12-hour days. I go to work and the girls were like, Megan, you look snatched. Like,
you're like, yeah, I haven't eaten in 7 days.
I was like, I'm not used to this manual labor. And I'm like, I've been trying to get my house done and fixed. And, you know, like, I can't live in chaos. And so I'm like, yeah, this is just a nightmare. So then that night I come home and Devin's like, what's wrong? And I'm just like, have a meltdown. I start crying and I'm like, I work a desk job. Like, I'm not used to working like this. I haven't moved in 10 years, you know. And he's like, well, why don't you just let me do it? And I'm like, because I feel bad, you know, like I do. I feel so bad. Like, I'm like, you don't understand. Like, I'm used to having to do everything myself.
When things like this happen, like, I think we almost attach our worth and we're proving ourselves. Like, we don't feel like we're worthy unless we're like adding some type of value at the moment. You know what I mean?
I just am not used to like letting someone like truly just take care of me. Like, literally, he doesn't even let me carry a shopping bag. He doesn't let my daughter carry a shopping bag. The other day when his little girl was coming in the house, I was like, here, carry this. She goes, no, my daddy will get it. And so when I got in the house, I told him that. He goes, yeah, she's trained. She knows. She's not carrying shopping bags. Yeah. She's not carrying trash.
That's how we want our daughters to be.
I know.
We don't want our daughters like us.
I know.
We want them
independent.
Yeah, we want them to. I mean, I might have did it a little too hard on mine. You know,
we came in from the fair last night, and he's like, "Okay, they're both asleep. I'm gonna get Spencer's little butt right now. I'm gonna take her and go get her in the bed, and then I'll come back and I'll get my daughter." And sure enough, I mean, like, you know, he just handled it. He just, and I'm just not used to, like, literally, like, it's whatever to make my life easier. Like, he goes in, he does not allow me to go get gas. He does not allow, I mean, he just doesn't allow a lot. And so, and if I try to fight him on it, he's like, no, you're going to let me be the man of the house. And this is where I'm putting my foot down. And so, you know, I mean, it's been nice, but it's like, it's definitely like I've had to like adapt, and I'm still adapting. And some days are better than others.
I'm still adapting. A couple of years in, you know, he's still like having these conversations like, why? And it's little things, you know what I mean? Like, Kason was sick at school today. So he, you know, called Gabriel and he didn't call me. So I didn't even know. And so Gabriel like reached out to me and was like, hey, I'm letting you know that I picked him up from school. He's not feeling well, blah, blah, blah. Like, giving me all, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. He's like, why are you saying you're sorry? Like, you know, that's like
I know,
my dude. And I'm going to go pick him up. And like, what are you saying you're sorry for? Like, I'm here and that's what I do. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just,
I know.
It's an odd
and I know that we've
feeling.
talked about this and bust you out because, you needed a new car. And so you just were like not ready for somebody, to help you or go like you were used to like doing the wheeling and dealing.
It was really hard. Like I would like cry in the dealerships. Like I would like have these little meltdowns because I don't like doing anything like that. And I don't like anybody doing it for me. And he's like a car guy. So he's like, let me do the deal. I've never even had anybody go in and do a deal for me. Like I've always did everything by myself, even though I was married for a long time, that wasn't like a part of anything. And so it almost like, what it made me feel like, which is like why it makes me feel like a child almost, you know what I mean? And it shouldn't feel like that but to me, it's so foreign, you know what I mean? That it's like such a weird foreign thing, you know what I mean? And so like we were really we had like a deadline basically because I wanted to go electric. I wanted to get the tax credit and do all that, but the last day was like the end of the month, so you had to do it. So it applied even more pressure. It was like, well, if you wanted to get the good car and get the good, all this stuff, like it has to be this way, And so it even seemed like more pressure, but it was like, I got home from work that last day. I even told him like 2 days before, I was like, I don't even want to do it. I just want to keep my car. Cause that's just the way I am. I'm like, I don't want to put you, and it was the burden thing again. It was like, I don't want to put that on you anymore. Like here I am like going to work and going about my day and you're like having to
wheel and
keep dealing with it because it was like, we would get to a point and then they didn't have the color that I liked, I'm not driving that color car, I'm not picky, but I was like, no, so it would be like stuff like that. And I'd be like, you know what? I don't want to do it. I want my car back, like I wouldn't say something. He's like, stop. So the last day I get home from work and he was like, hey, as soon as you get here, we're going to pick it up. It's already done. Like, and it was the exact color that I wanted. It was like the best deal possible. Like everything was perfect, So it was just like, I've never experienced that part of him just like handling everything and making sure, and he's like persistent, like he would make sure everything's like perfect. He's not going to settle or let me have a bad deal. He'll walk away and be like, no, we're not doing that, And I've never had that. I've never even, because I am not educated in cars. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've probably been screwed a million times, just like I was screwed the last time. So then I get kind of like weird about it, but just knowing that he like did all that, like that was like a good feeling. That almost made me feel like, okay, I can trust him and relax a little bit more and like understand that he's not gaining anything from this. He's like losing.
Yeah.
No, but he's just like, I expect, you'll do that for me one day. And, we have our days, and our things that we're helpful on, so it's just like a learning lesson.
Yeah, it's for sure. Like I'm so headstrong, and it's like for sure. Like every day, I'm like, okay. So now I just kind of like, he's like, give me a to-do list. Get a
whiteboard.
Yeah,
like me.
He's like, before you go and pay for somebody to fix this, you need to ask me if I can fix it first, or if I can do this. And I'm not used to like somebody that's super handy.
You need to just try it though, and let him prove it. You know what I mean?
And it's not that I don't think that he can't do it. And
hopefully if he can't do something, he'll say like, I can't do that.
I just feel bad. Like, if he's at work all day and then he comes home and I'm like,
look at all the stuff we do whenever we get home.
Girl,
you know
when
what I mean?
I go out of town and he's like, okay, well, what do you need me to have done whenever you come back?
Make a list. Like, and I don't make a list to be bossy. I just make a list because we kind of forget about things. And if he has lapse time or anything like that, he has these things that, he can fix or whatever. And I mean, houses are a lot of maintenance. Yeah. Like I feel like our house is like always like something, you know what I mean? Like it could just be a sink in one of the kids' room or a toilet that's running. It's just like small things that take him 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So now that I see him because I'll follow him around and watch him fix things. He can tear cars apart and put them back together. He can fix anything. And so now that I see that, I'm like, oh, I just thought of something else I can add on there or whatever. You know what I mean? So I've never, in my past marriage, I had a handyman. And I think you had a handyman. And so I have a handyman in my phone that I would just like think of. I'd kind of like pile up things because when you're a homeowner, you have all these things that I feel like you have constantly something, right? And I would just kind of compile them and then have him come over for a few hours and be like, hey, I'd just show him around like this. And I would pay him like a lot of money to do that. And he would just sit and let this person do it. You know what I mean? But also, I don't feel like he could do those things. You know what I mean? Because he didn't have a dad growing up and didn't have someone
to
showing him things like that. So that just wasn't something embedded in him like that's embedded in Gabriel. Like Gabriel grew up kind of like we did, like, you know, very independent too. Right. So he just, and he was military. I mean, they can do anything. They really can. MacGyver. They can just like do anything. And like my brain shorts out when there's like a knot in something. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. And he's like, what is your problem with knots? I'm like, I don't know. My brain doesn't compute with like tangled things.
I know. It's for sure. Like, it's just something that for sure I'm a work in progress. Mm-hmm. I just, you know, like.
You should try it. You should put a little whiteboard up and put a couple little things and just see how good it makes you feel. And it's going to make him feel good. And you got to let him feel his way and feel good as well. Like, I think it's let the man feel like a man.
Yeah. He's just so sweet. He just, you know, like. Tonight, Taryn's coming home from college, and so I'm excited. And so, you know, Taryn's got to get his room together, but we had to build him a closet because that was an office, and I turned it into a bedroom. Yeah. And so I've been working. The handyman's been over there building the closet, but he was like, hey, I don't want Taryn to come home and have to just start working. Can I go in there and just unbox all his stuff? And I'm like, well, babe, he needs to go through and see if there's anything, you know, we just kind of packed everything up because he was at college and moved it. He needs to go through. I'll sit in there with him, or we can sit in there. He's like, okay, well, I've already, you know, got his mattress out of the box, and we've already, you know, got his box spring set. And so he's done, least, you know, whatever he feels like he can do without Taryn being there, which I thought was just so sweet. And then tonight I have a dinner after we tape, and he's like, okay, so do you want me to put Spencer in bed? I'm like, no, you know, Judith can take care of it. And he's like, oh yeah, I forgot that, you know, his daughter and her, because they don't have school tomorrow. Yeah. Well, Spencer doesn't have school tomorrow. So he's like, oh, I forgot they're going to sleep together tonight. So, you know, like, I'll just get him in the bed, you know, super sweet, you know. So, because I also have to go meet Taryn, like, off the highway because he's not driving. So he's riding home with Max.
Yeah, so I think it's just like a work in progress and like catching yourself when you're doing those things, because it's definitely just it's just second nature to us. It's not like
I'm just gonna try. Like, I'm gonna try to do
catch yourself doing it and just being like, okay, you know, it is weird. It's like, okay, you know, it's just weird. You know, accepting the compliments, accepting the help, you know.
I know. He calls me FAF. He texts me that all the time. Do you know what that is?
No, I'm scared. Fuck. Oh. And I didn't ask you today what your shirt says.
Oh, I run on caffeine, chaos, and cuss words. Totally me.
That is for this episode.
That is me.
I'm still shocked at my son. I'm like,
no, it was not just him. It was Devin too.
Girl,
it was all of them. Dee was like bouncing around.
Oh, like I can only see him. Did he have a shirt off?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah. You're not gonna tell us what we're gonna leave. I was just like, oh my God, stop.
Like, this is getting intense.
Yeah. Don't you get on to him and don't tell him.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
He's gonna get on a flight in a minute. I gotta call him anyway.
You're not. You're not.
Yes, I am.
I'm going to get in trouble for telling you.
No. He's going to be like, he'll be like, oh, you know, he'll just laugh it off.
It was not just him as much as it was.
Dang.
Oh,
how did y'all not tell me this?
Girl,
that's so wrong. What else are y'all not telling me?
You know what he said? You know what? And Devin goes, he told me that he's going to catch me later. Like, he's going to get me later. I'm like,
if you knew this kid.
I'm like, Devin, hush. Like, he's got to say something. Look how big you are compared to him.
Yeah, he's got to use intimidating words. Golly. Like, what is he going to do? Oh my gosh, the tea today. What is going on?
I got you for once. You're always trying to get me.
Wow. What else are y'all not telling me?
That's it.
Wow.
I did hold it in for a while, though.
Shocked. It's been like
3 weeks.
3 weeks. What the heck? No. Wow. Yeah, so this is trauma related. They say that this kind of behavior comes from not feeling safe in your environments as a child. Mm-hmm. Like, that's like the main reason. Like, you start learning like your environment, like reading the room really like crazy.
Imagine like being this is so whatever, but raised by a single dad. Like, you think he could teach me to use a tampon? No, he could not. He called them white owls. He could go to Sam's and get me a whole big box. But I mean, I don't think, like he could teach me how to use a white owl. Probably been like, so I had to like self-teach a lot of that stuff, you know? And then I turned around and taught my older sister that was 4, so it's just, you can only do so much. He did the best he could, with the situation that he was given. But it just caused a lot of
I caught myself doing this like a couple months ago too, even with my mom, because I wanted to park my Range Rover and get it ready to sell. But I didn't really know what I wanted yet. I was still in this, and she was like, hey, come get our, extra car and just use it as long as you need. And I just felt I was like, no, and that was a parent telling me to do it. And I still couldn't do it. I was like, no, I couldn't. She's like, what? And she basically had to force me. They started sending me pictures of it, like completely detailed. Like they went and got new tags, because they never drive it. Like, was like, here, we never drive it. It had less than 5,000 miles on it.
Oh my goodness.
Like they never drive it. She was like, here, it's ready for you. Like, keep it as long as you want. And I was like, after a week, I kept like messaging her and apologizing, like, hey, I'm really sorry, like I still haven't figured it out. And she's like, stop telling me that, like that's what we're for. You know what I mean? And I'm like, why am I even doing that with my parents? It's just kind of crazy.
You're just kind of conditioned to do
that. I'm just conditioned, like to just not ask for anything.
I know. Usually by the time I'm asking for help, I'm already really
like
so
freaking
I'm a mess.
out.
Yeah, I'm already crying. I'm
screaming. I'm already done.
Yeah.
I'm already like full on and like having a meltdown. So do you have this issue? Like we have this issue, or no, just us? So just us?
Hit us in our comments. We appreciate you guys joining us today. Follow us on all our socials at Got Our Back Podcast. I'm Meg's Unfiltered.
Inspired by Carrie.
Bye.